I wanted to start off with a quote, and this quote reminds me a lot about what Father Greg talks about. So wise men have been thinking in a very similar way for a long time. This is a quote from Geronimo, who was an Apache holy man, a Chiricahua holy man. I cannot think that we are useless, or God would not have created us. There is one God looking down on us all. We are all the children of one God. The sun, the darkness, the winds are all listening to what we have to say. So that reminds me about how Father Greg talks about how nobody's disposable. You know, and that he started this place off hoping that one day the rest of the world would catch up and realize that no human being is disposable, that we all have value and that we all have worth. And for me, that's kind of hard to look at, both with other people and with myself, right? And so I'll keep it on myself. There's a lot of days where I walk in here and I'm like, why do I get to do what I get to do? Why do I get to live this life that I get to live today? Right? Like, why do I get to enjoy the mentorship and the love of Father Gregory Boyle? And I run across so many people because of my role here that wish they could just spend like 30 seconds with Father Greg. And here I am, I take for granted the time that I get to spend with him. You know, and I don't realize how blessed I am. And I start to feel sorry for myself. And I start to feel useless. And I start to feel like, why do I deserve this? I guess the reason I'm thinking about that a lot right now is because I was just at the cemetery this week. I actually left work early the other day, and I went out to the cemetery. And I visited my son's grave. And my son was killed when he was 17 years old. And I sat at his grave, and I kept thinking, why did I get to live? And why did he have to die? Right? Like, why do I get to live this life? And the answer never comes, right? Like, it never comes in a clear way, like the way that I like things, because I'm thick-headed, I'm hard-headed, I'm not the brightest cat in the world, and so I need things spelled out very clearly for me. And so the answer doesn't come the way that I like it. It comes when I get to come back to this place and walk through the doors and represent the organization and maybe help somebody out on any given day. You know, I just have to take what's given to me and run with it and see the value in that and see my own worth and my own place in this world and in my own life. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way is, like, sometimes you might feel like, why am I here? What's my purpose? You know, why me? And what I've always heard as the very distant response is, why not? Why not me? Why not you? Why not you? Why don't you get to live a life now where you see your own worth? Why not you? Why don't you get to be in your children's life today? Why not you? Instead of asking why, say, why not me? I deserve these things. I always did. And I was always the one that denied them to myself. So give yourself that today. That's what I'm going to try to do today for myself, to see my own value, my own worth. Probably go home and kiss my mom. Miss my dad because he's in Mexico for a month, which I hate because I love my parents and I still live next door to them. And I'm all right still being a mama's boy. That's just who I am, right? And obviously I need a whole lot of dads because I have my dad and I have Father Greg. And I have some other dads here that have adopted me as their son. And I'm grateful for that. So that's my thought of the day. Just see your own worth and your own value in your own life today. Thank you.